Hello everyone. I am back on Renfield after someone tried to steal it last weekend. They tried to pop the steering lock and managed to break the steering lock, but when they broke it in the locked position, which made it a real pain in the ass to tow to the shop to get fixed. But it also probably saved my bike from getting stolen. So I'll call that a good failure mode all around. And yes, I feel violated. I am angry. I am angry at feeling violated after someone tried to steal my bike. But they did not. And the folks at Sabatino did a really good job of fixing it and bringing it back to where it was before. So thanks to Sabatino. And also the fix was like fairly easy. A few $100. All new lock cylinders for the ignition and for the tank and for the seat. So two locks all around. Ideally, I would not have to do that. I would have to replace parts that were broken by crippler thieves trying to steal my motorcycle. That would be ideal. But I'll take second best. And so last weekend, this bike was incapacitated. I took out Marmalade for a ride on Saturday. That right there is one reason alone why you should have more than one motorcycle. What happens if something happens to one of your motorcycles? Always need another one, just in case. And that's a nice road, Washington Ford in Washington. It's a nice road, especially for like bigger sleeping curves and stuff. So if you've got a bigger bike, try Washington State Ford. Heck, if you got a smaller bike, well, first time I rode on it was this thing. And it was really fun, but I was also thinking, this road would be great on Marmalade. I took Marmalade. And I don't know, I'm still thinking about holding on to Marmalade or not holding on to Marmalade. Whether I even need a different bike or another bike in addition to this one. Most likely thing I would do, or at least the thing that's on living rent free in my head, getting a more recent 650 versus 650. I think I would be more inclined to ride a 650 for most everyday stuff, but I would also be more inclined to ride this thing. Perhaps the Versus 650. But what other options should I look at? I was thinking the thing with, say, what is that right there? The thing with, or the idea behind having a 650 versus this guy, that they're both really good year-round bikes for the Pacific Northwest. Both great all-rounders. They're both really good on shitty roads, on a little bit of weather protection. This one is kind of more of an all-road bike, and that also typically do gravel and dirt roads. But it's not as sporty as the Versus 650. It's got a longer wheel, slightly more slack steering. So it's more stable, but it's not as quite as quite sporty. So that was my initial thinking of that. Whatever I get, either whatever bike I get, through the Pacific Northwest. But you really need more than one year running bike. I mean, sort of gets into the whole motorcycle, the recreational device, and the utility. They can do both. So the idea of having a fair weather bike is a little silly for someone who likes utility, such as me. So the other idea could be something like a more kind of fun day riding kind of a bike. So I was thinking along the lines of maybe a second-hand Z900 RS, or perhaps a Royal Enfield Shotgun 650. Or if I want to go kind of a more sporty route with full parent, I think something like that. Suzuki GSX-8R. Or, I don't know, maybe even a Guzzi V7? No, just don't know. I think the Versus 650 would be the taxi. The 650 is it's enough. They're going coast to coast on a bigger bike. Yes, it was great, but you could totally do that on a smaller bike, like a 650. And it maybe wouldn't feel as mile munching, but it would get me there. I mean, heck, this bike would get me there. We are approaching Silver Top. It's quick. Faster than I would have expected. What shall we do? We get a bottle of Vimto or something. Boxy, perhaps, if they have any. I will park on the compact spot on the Strawberry.